EAFC is here, and so is the first custom tactics video. Now today we are trying the 4-3-2-1. I am aware that the balance is a 4-3-3, but I recommend doing this for a lot of you guys, right? Obviously when you're rocking a 4-3-2-1, you've got the striker, right centre forward and left centre forward. And in my opinion, I like having more pacey players in the centre forward positions, but say our left wing, Ansu Fati, he cannot play as a centre forward. Therefore, we've got a 4-3-3, but in game, we will change that to a 4-3-2-1. I will show you guys shortly. But if this video does help you guys out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I tested these custom tactics out on stream. I'm very happy with them. In fact, very, very happy with them. So I'm going to showcase them to you guys, give some like examples towards the end of the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Right, so jumping into the tactics, we've got two sets of custom tactics set up today. For our defensive is actually going to be our balanced, alright? So we've got our balanced and then we've got our attacking. Now, if you do want some more defensive tactics, then I'd set that up under ultra defensive. And if you want to stick with 4-3-2-1, then you can just alter that yourself, maybe put some drop back on. But as I said, you'll start the game flicking over to defensive, but this is actually going to work as if it is your balanced custom tactics, right lads? So what we've got, defensive style is balanced. As I said, if you did want to be more defensive and actually have these operate as your defensive ones, then you just simply go ahead, put it on drop back and put the depth back a little bit. But we'll be keeping that on balanced. Build up play also balanced, but on direct passing. Now the width for both defense and offense is on 45 width, just because I like the centre forwards being as close to the striker as possible, and the depth we've just kept at 50. Instructions, our striker is just simply all on balanced. We didn't change a single thing with our striker. It does depend on what type of striker you got. If you've got an Erling Haaland, if you've got like a target man type of slower striker, then maybe you'll want to have them as a stay central. If you've got an Mbappe, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted him on drift wide. Nunes is kind of an awkward position in the middle of both, so we'll just have him as a balanced. Your two centre forwards are both just going to be on attacking runs for get in behind and just basic defense support, so both get in behind. Now the centre mids, the three centre mids, in my opinion, you want to have, and this is my ideal scenario, you want to have a defensive centre mid, a box-to-box centre mid, and an attacking minded centre mid. Like, and when I say attacking minded centre mid, I mean Bernardo Silva, even someone like Lionel Messi, Odegaard would work. Your more defensive centre mid, Declan Rice, Casemiro, something along those lines, box to box, someone like Jolinton. So for your defensive centre mid, which I often would recommend having in the central, you're just going to have them cover centre, stay on the edge of a box and stay back while attacking. Your box-to-box centre mid is going to be on cover wing, and cover wing is very important for both your centre mids. But you want to have your box-to-box on cover wing and you just keep everything else on balance. So in fact, for your box-to-box centre mid, you do not have to change a thing with his instructions. With your attacking centre mid, you want to also have him on cover wing, but get into the box and get forward as well. That way in game, Declan Rice will work as the CDM almost, Jolinton is a box-to-box, and Bernardo Silva will be getting forward and getting involved. Both fullbacks we've just kept on balanced, we just didn't change a thing with the defensive instructions. Now attacking, you'd want to use attacking maybe if you're 2 goals down. Remember, although it's labelled as defensive, these actually operate as your balanced, and if you're 1 goal down, you can still get into the game with these on. But if you are 2 goals down is usually when I'd switch to attacking. We've got press after possession loss, 45 width for both defense and offense. The build-up play is fast build-up, chance creation being forward runs, and 60 depth. The instructions, Darwin Nunes, instead of being on balance, is on stay forward. Both of our centre forwards also still get in behind. This time though, they are on stay forward instead of balanced. Your central centre mid, your more defensive guy, is still going to be a stay back player. He's still going to operate as a CDM, and the same with your box to box. He is still going to be balanced and operating as your box to box. Surprise, surprise, the exact same for your attacking centre mid. Your centre mid's player instructions do not change with attacking whatsoever. I think just having that defensive guy, the box to box guy, and the attacking dude all together is amazing. If you're feeling really cocky, maybe you're even 3 goals down, then you could switch your box to box centre mid to get into the box and get forward. But on the counter attack, if you do lose position, realistically you're only going to have Declan Rice staying back in the midfield, and you could get caught out on the counter. So if it is really bad and you're 3 goals down, then there's no harm in maybe chucking your box-to-box centre mid, in my case Jolinton, and upping him to, you know, a get forward type of player as well. The fullbacks are both still balanced, but we have made their run type as overlap, and that's the only difference. So here we go, boys. We've got balanced and we got attacking. As I said, if you do want to add a proper defensive one for 4-3-2-1, you can do that. And as I said, just make the balance into drop back. But if you're going to make a defensive formation, I wouldn't use 4-3-2-1. That's why we don't have it. I'd personally make your ultra defensive just your defensive one, whether you go 5 at the back, whatever, that's up to you. But for me, 4-3-2-1 isn't necessarily a formation you want to use when you are trying to hold off a lead anyway. So we've got a balanced and an attacking custom tactics for you guys there. Now here's some examples of how it will work for you in game. Now I've chosen a few clips that in my opinion showcase this formation and all of its pros. First of all, we have got Williams on get in behind our right centre forward. He does give it into the box where our get forward centre mid is our attacking minded centre mid Bernardo, and we did end up playing that off. In this clip here, we've actually got our box to box centre mid being Jolinton, making that run and doing the rest himself. Once again, showing how important these centre mids are going to be. In this clip, once again, get in behind. This time it is Ansu Fati who is getting in behind. He runs through and it's just amazing composure from him. Now this clip here, lads, I want you guys to pay attention, first of all, to where my striker is, Darwin Núñez, on the edge of the box, but then focus your attention to the player that is actually in the box, being Bernardo Silva. Once again, I keep saying once again, but I've said it so many times, your get forward centre mid is so involved in the box. He's basically going to be playing as a left wing, a centre forward, a striker sometimes, right? So as you guys saw in those clips, how important it is to have a very nice balanced midfield. You saw several times Declan Rice stayed back. Bernardo Silva was essentially playing at lots of the times as a left wing. You'd see him in the box like a striker would be, right? So it shows how important the midfielders are, and in my opinion, I think this is a very good formation for those of you that like playing through the midfield, right? Building up between, you can start at the back with Declan Rice, play it up to Bernardo, push up, move on from there. So if you like playing from the midfield and starting attacks that way, also having both of your centre forwards on get in behind and with only 45 width, right? But basically kind of secondary strikers. It's like using 3 strikers up top almost, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Let me know what formation you guys want me to test out next. It does take a lot, I say a good amount of time to make these custom tactics videos, because I have to choose the formation, choose custom tactics that I think will originally work, go into a test game, see what I like, dislike about it, and then maybe tweak some of those tactics, and then keep going until I have got custom tactics that I'm happy with. And these custom tactics to start the game until the first patch comes out, I'm very happy with these custom tactics. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's been your boy Davis, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.